Hey, good morning. It is Thursday, September 11th, and we're going to try and solve the New York Times crossword puzzle. Today's puzzle is constructed by Gia Bosco, whose name I do not recognize, and I think I would remember that one because it makes me think of the Seinfeld Bosco episode. So, there you go. Not a whole lot going on in my world. I've got a bunch of meetings today. Figured I could squeeze in a solve beforehand. Had bowling league last night. We have a nice off-season bowling league here in Vail because it's quiet this time of year, and bowled a 156. So I don't know, not as good as I hoped, not as bad as I feared, and yeah, I think that's really about it. Glad that it's Thursday in September and we have like football games happening. That's terrific, and yeah, really just geared up for fall. So I hope you are too. We're at an 83-day streak headed towards 185. We've got a ways to go. And hopefully today gets us to 84. So let's have a look-see. It's Thursday, so we could have a theme. We could have some trickeration. But only one way to find out, right? So let's do it. A city with a view of Mount Vesuvius. Is that like Pompeii? No. Pompeii? A semi-aquatic amphibian. Resembling. So I'm going to say this is not Pompeii. Minuscule in cutesy lingo, like teensy maybe. This seems to be like part of a theme, so I'm going to guess that that is our themer. Speaking of Bosco, we've got a Seinfeld role. This could be Kramer or George or Elaine. So TBD. Came unglued. Handheld communication device. Get cranky with fatigue. Dangers in the Hurt Locker. Those are IEDs, right? Improvised explosive devices. Is that it? Longtime portrayer of TV's Captain Pierce. I have no idea who that is. Captain Pierce. What? Jam. Like pack. I don't know. Check out. Maybe ogle. Total. Add up. This seems like total is probably going to be okay. So total is like add to. Or like sum to. Microdosing substance is LSD. Blowout. A sound in a horror film was probably a shriek. A Simpson ne Bouvier. That's Marge. So The Simpsons, of course, like was just so much more sophisticated and knowledgeable than I, as like a 12-year-old, realized. And Marge, her maiden name was Bouvier, and that was Jackie Kennedy's maiden name, right? But stuff like that just like went completely over my head until I was much, much older. A tick-borne affliction. That's Lyme. Treats as a sprain. Ices. Back-to-back sporting events. Double headers. Right? But it's also a hint to the answers in the italicized clues. A marinara tomato is aroma. Well, after a really rough start up top, we've got some progress here. Kind of a surgeon. I'm going to say that's an oral surgeon. Hawaii High is aloha. Also Hawaii Bye. Pair of words that are usually contracted. I wanted to say rom-com. Curved shapes. Courtroom is filled with DAs. Lush. Is that a sot? One laying a foundation is probably a mason, right? Tina Turner of rock. Video surveillance letters. Closed caption TV, right? CCTV. Dune buggies, an ATV and a T-shot. Perfect. Powerful ones. Oh, this must not be add. This must be micro something. So I'm going to say sum 2. Micro. Oh, microscopes. There we go. Duh. I am something. Out. Like chow. Region of South Dakota is at the Badlands. Like the epic Bruce Springsteen song, Badlands. Nursery rhyme character known as Lil Trill in Denmark. Author who created Heffalumps and Woozles. Heffalumps and Woozles. Is that Dr. Seuss? Must be. Medieval entertainer, that feels like a bard. A current measure is an ampere, I believe. Flashiness, answer with a salute. Yes, sir. All right, so we're right at 5 minutes. Not a fast first pass, but we got a lot of fill here. So that's good. The theme, though, has not clicked with me yet, so I gotta figure out what's going on there. Semi-aquatic amphibian, is that like an eft, I think? Resembling, like a la, maybe? Mom, dad, sis, but not bro. Mom, dad, and sis, but not bro. Took a shine to, just liked, maybe? City west-northwest of Tulsa, that's Enid, Oklahoma. Mount Vesuvius. Handles. So handheld communication device, that's a walkie-talkie, right? So like, double header. Handles. Material with a coarse weave. A long hyphen is a slash. Oh, no. A long hyphen. H, is it just Ada? Grandma in Gloucester is Nan. Steamy place is a spa. You betcha. Like, just yes, maybe. A lash mark. I feel like a lash would leave a scar, right? So maybe this is a leer. Oops. And a scar. Came unglued. Vices that are best abandoned. Something habits. Anti-racist movement since 2013 is Black Lives Matter. Jam is a bind. This looks like Isadora Duncan. Leonard, who helped develop calculus. I think that's Euler. A gray coat in the Civil War was a reb. A blowout is a rout. Oops. What is this? Handles. Vices that are best abandoned. Organic fertilizers, guano, of course, made famous in Ace Ventura 2, When Nature Calls. A cassava is a melon. Plethora is a lot. Butter from a ram. Like he doesn't make butter, he butts things. A pair of words that are usually contracted. Are not. Like aren't. Ready for an emergency. On call. Curved shapes are bows, right? Time for trip. And this would be wash. Oh, wait. Time for a trip to the laundromat. Like, wash day was what I was thinking of, but like, curved shapes are bows. Alternative to gain is tied. Guest freebies are comps. I am Kate and Anne Bronte. Kate? I don't know what that's a spin-off of, but here we go. Shoe. Philosopher David Hume. So this is Humpty Dumpty. Okay, I get it. So this will be like H/D T-Y. Oops. T-Y. And so then this would be... that can't make sense because then... Oh, newt. Okay, so this is a newt. All right, there we go. N-E-W-T. Okay, there we go. Naples is a city. Seinfeld Lane. Seas 2, not Seas Low. So this is check out. Check out. What? Medieval entertainer is a bard, which means good rating for a bond is AAA. AA Milne. Non-combat region, demilitarized zone, razzle dazzle. There we go. This must be Teensy. Oh, Teensy Weensy. There we go. Teensy Weensy. This will be a tweed. Get cranky with fatigue. Captain Pierce. I mean, I have no idea who Captain Pierce is. Check out. Test. Is this an... So something's definitely wrong in here, right? This could be like, yep. Oh, so this is like need a nap. Something dash. Came unglued. A lash mark. Oh, a welt. Came unglued. Went ape. And Alan Alda. Oh, no. So this is one where I'm like, did I enter the theme wrong? Bard. Like, is this... this is really irritating because this could be just like, I have everything right, but... Oh, hey. The order. Pretty impressed with myself. 1309 for a theme like this. Pretty darn good. So our double headers are words that are I guess, word pairs that are identical except for the first letter. So teensy weensy, walkie talkie, razzle dazzle, Humpty Dumpty. It's a really good theme. I mean, that's just a really good theme with a nice revealer that makes a lot of sense. It all adds up. The whole thing just clicks very well. I'm not sure how good the fill or cluing were, but I like this theme, so let's have a look. Naples has a view of Mount Vesuvius. Teensy Weensy Elaine on Seinfeld, of course. This has come up a number of times, and like there are three of the four main characters on Seinfeld have 6 letters in their name, and so I don't love that it's Seinfeld roll. Like, what about Seinfeld roll with the little kicks or something? Just I don't know. I feel like there's something qualifier that might make this better. Came on good. Went ape. Walkie talkie. Need a nap. IEDs. Alan Alda. A jam is a bind. Check out to test. Total is sum 2. Microdosing substance is LSD. It's interesting that we have microdose here and microscope here. I don't know why that's interesting, but I pointed it out. A blowout is a route. A shriek is a horror film thing. Marge, Bouvier, Lyme disease. My family lives in western Massachusetts, and there's a crazy amount of Lyme disease there, and just ticks everywhere. You go out in the woods, and you probably have a tick on you. So that's cool. Ices. Yep, treats as a sprain. Double headers, Roma. I also like the double headers. Like, we're coming down the stretch for baseball season. There's probably like, I don't know, 15 games left or something in the season. And so I like that feels timely. We've got Aroma Tomato, Oral Surgeon, Aloha. So all these are very literal. The cluing here, not enough wordplay, I would say. Pair of words that are usually contracted. Are not gets contracted to aren't. Bows, pardon me. Sot is a lush. Mason. Yeah, I mean, that's just the definition of mason, right? One laying a foundation, pretty much. Tina Turner. So we had Tina Turner, Marge Simpson, Elaine, some names. Don't love names. A.A. Milne. Closed caption TV, of course. Kate. I am Kate. I have it. I don't know what it's a spin-off of or who Kate is. What? Shoe, Badlands, Humpty Dumpty, A.A. Milne. A.A. Milne. Like, I want to say A.A. Milne wrote Winnie the Pooh, but that feels like a different world than Heffalumps and Woozles. So I don't know. Ampere, Razzle Dazzle, yes sir. A newt, Allah. Really, it's interesting that this is like a slash clue or slash answer, but it matters which order the W and the T go in. But I guess it makes sense, like, because they have to be in this order for newt to work. And although both walkie and talkie work going across, they go in that order. Walkie, then talkie. So I guess it's fine, but like I would have been really mad if the only error in this puzzle was T/W instead of W/T, and I lost my streak. So that's all. A la palindromes, mom, dad, and sis. Oh, okay. Liked Enid, my grandma's name. Sees to, tweed, N dash. All right. Edda, Nan, Spa. Yep. I feel like they should have thrown a palindrome clue in here since this also is a palindrome. Welt is a lash mark. A nasty habit should be abandoned, of course. Yeah. BLM, Isadora Duncan, another tough name. Euler, how about that for a tough name? Uriel, tough name. Microscopes, T-shot, pardon me. Something one might slice. I'm not a golfer, so whatever. OK's Reb. And this is interesting. In the last video solve I did, we had Reb as a clue for like an abbreviation of rabbi, kind of, or like a variant on rabbi. So there you go. And someone was kind enough to explain to me what it was. The briny is the C, guano, melon, lot, DAs, Ram, not a Dodge Ram. ATV, On Call, Wash Day, Humpty Dumpty, Tide. Speaking of Wash Day, we've got Tide. And so, like, why aren't those glued together? They're back to back. Time for a trip to the laundromat. What you need for your trip to the laundromat. Boom. Comps, Anne Bronte, another tough-ish name. David Hume, another tough-ish name. I subscribe to David Hume's podcast, so that's the only reason I know that. Bard, AAA, DMZ, Liz Cheney of politics, sure. Trilingual, bilingual, trilingual, trilateral, and Your Blues. Your Blues. Sure. Anyways, we done did it. We solved this puzzle in 1309. Give that a pretty easy rating. I do really like this theme. The rest of the cluing, the rest of the fill, meh. The fill was fine, acceptable, but not exceptional. And the cluing just, I don't know. Too many just definitions of things, right? A marinara tomato, that's just like a sort of a piece of trivia, right? Marge Bouvier, I don't hate that one. It's a Simpsons thing, but like, I don't know, just all feels kind of trivia-y, trivia heavy. So that's going to hurt my enjoyability rating a little bit. But Gia Bosco, if this was your first effort, then well done. It's a well-executed puzzle with a cool theme, so that's really what we're looking for on a Thursday. I think that's about it. I don't really have any significant plans today or tomorrow. We've got a big concert on Saturday, the Black Crowes, all-time rock band from a million years ago. I remember actually, I'm going to say this was probably the early 2000s, but might have been late 90s, that Jimmy Page did an album with the Black Crowes featuring most, if not all, Led Zeppelin music. And so the Black Crowes made a real imprint on me early, and I'm pretty excited to see them this Saturday at the Amp. So I'm not repping an Amp hat today. I got this Vail tennis hat, which I really like because people say, "Oh, I didn't know you play tennis," and I say, "I don't." And that's the end of the conversation. Anyways, I think that might have been a digression. But please click the like button so I know that you enjoyed this fine film that I have made for you. And if you want to see more fine films like this, then you can subscribe to this YouTube channel. This is the Cross Boss channel. My name is Morgan. I always mean to say that at the top of the video, and I frequently forget, so might as well say it now. Cross Boss, Morgan, subscribe. So like it, subscribe to it, and most importantly, I hope that you'll join me again next time for another video solve of the New York Times crossword. Thanks. Bye.